Yo, what's goody though? We are here at the It's All About You podcast, man. Let me tell you guys why I'm so excited. I got a special guest today, man. First of all, shout out to Philadelphia Freeway and Freedom Thinkers Academy. We are in the building. I got one of their artists here. Artist of the Year here in Philadelphia. Son of the 215 is in the building.
I'm here.
Yes, sir. But before we get to Son of the 215, we do have a sponsor. His name is Capital MD. Look, we're going to talk about our sponsor a little later, but let's go ahead and get into the show. So, Mr. Son of the 215, how you doing today, man?
What's up?
Oh, man, it's going to be a good day today.
We here, man.
Well, it's already been a good day.
No
and
doubt.
As you guys know, Philadelphia 76ers are in the playoffs.
We in the playoffs.
They're playing right now, so unfortunately we can't watch the game because we doing business.
Sorry, we rooting for them though, man. We gonna pull it off, man.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
Listen. Yes. So listen. I got a game to play, man. It's called Would You Rather.
Would you rather? All right. Let's do it.
So I'm not doing a Would You Rather Philadelphia edition. I'm just doing a Would You Rather.
Okay.
So
all right.
If you were not a rapper, would you rather be a lawyer or a judge?
I think I'd rather be. I don't like lawyers or judges, man. But if I had to, I probably would be. I think I'd like to be a judge, man. Yeah, bang that gavel on them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So let me ask you a question, because there's a lot of stuff that goes into judging people.
No doubt.
And this is why I wanted. I'm meticulous,
no
right?
doubt.
About some of the questions I asked, and the reason why I wanted to ask that, right?
Yeah.
If we had the option between a lawyer and a judge, or being a lawyer and a judge, we would choose the one that people feel like has the most power, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you think about it. Every day we live our lives, guess what? We are either a lawyer or we are either a judge.
Real rap.
We judge people every single day, whether we think we are or not. We're judging people every single day.
And I think that's why I would want to be a judge, because I feel like I'm a good judge of character. Yeah. Like, I feel like I'm going to call it down the middle. You know what I mean? Right. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It's no in between with me. You know what I mean?
That's why I
try to keep it fair.
You, bro.
No doubt.
See, a lot of people out here are lawyers.
Yeah.
You know, they like to say, well, I investigated this. I investigated that. I looked into this person. I looked into the person. I believe that he say, she say. So now this is what I'm going to put out there.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's the right way to go about it. Right. I want to make sure that whoever is watching this show, All About You podcast, they're understanding that this is just bigger than the people that we have on stage here. We're pushing a narrative to make sure positivity is in the forefront, especially about our city. Philly, what's up, man? We here.
Get it out.
All right, question number 2.
Come on with it.
All right. So if you had 24 hours, now we get into the fun questions. If you had 24 hours to live, would you rather spend time with your family or spend time smashing a chick?
24 hours to live. I'd rather die on the that was my joint.
Yeah.
But if I had 24 hours to live, man, I'm spending time with my family, man. No doubt. That's
there's
easy.
a lot of people out there. They like, you know what? I don't got too many I don't got too much family. I don't got too many friends.
Nah, man. I mean, my family is a small, close-knit family. You know what I mean? I lost a lot of family, unfortunately, coming up. But the ones that I got now, like, they're near and dear to my heart. And it's a 2-for-1, because, you know, my lady is my family. So I'm going to take care of that anyway on the last 24 hours. So I'm going to be with the fam.
Yes,
the
sir.
Kids, mom, dudes.
That's the best answer.
My sis, what's up? I love y'all, man.
That's the best answer you could possibly give.
No
Question
doubt.
number 3. All right, if you were down to your last $25, you ain't had no more, no less. Down to your last $25.
All right.
How would you spend it? Would you spend it on a homeless person or would you spend it on food?
Last $25, I ain't gonna hold you. I love doing good deeds, but if you hungry, you gotta eat.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna feed myself, man, because, you know, that'll keep me around a little longer and I might could get to another bag. You feel me? So
let me tell you, man, I actually had that happen to me.
Yeah, it happens to us all before. I've been there.
I was down, not 25, I was down to my last 10. And I went to the gas station. I went to put gas in my car, and this lady walked up to me and she like, can you give me? And I'm like, oh man,
Boy,
yeah, can you give me?
like,
And I'm like, man, you know,
You
all
gonna hit
right,
me
look,
now?
listen, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put $8 in my tank. I'm
And
gonna
then,
give you 2.
there you go.
You know what I mean?
That's
And
a
so,
good way to play it.
And so I think about stuff like this because,
Yeah.
like I said, Philadelphia, and me and Son was talking before we went on line, and one of the things I want to tell you guys is Philadelphia get a bad rep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we get a bad rep.
Yeah.
We talk about all the negative stuff that go on with the gun violence, all the
Yeah.
money that's being spent on other things outside of schools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about the positive stuff that's going on
We got
in the city. And that's why I wanted to give a big shout out to Freedom Thinkers Academy.
No
I
doubt.
wanted to give a big shout out to Philadelphia Freeway because
FTA,
his
the
program
building.
is growing so many
Yeah.
or is offering up so many opportunities for people out there. And a lot of people don't even know about Freedom Thinkers
Yeah.
Academy. And I would urge anybody,
will.
to get out there and look at freedomthinkersacademy.com. Please go to
Log
the
on.
website and view it. It's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of organization or a lot of programs that they have to offer.
No doubt.
Team up with them.
No doubt.
Now, about Senator 215,
I'm
man.
here.
We got the award-winning
Yeah.
Senator 215.
I'm
We
here.
got the Rap Artist of the Year, Senator 215.
That'd
So,
be me.
son, let me ask you a question, man.
What's going
Because
on?
we talk about, you know, we got the fun game out the way. We
Yeah.
got now it's time to
Let's
get
dig in.
there. Yeah, let's dig in.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
being a rapper from North Philly, man.
Yeah.
Growing
From uptown.
uptown.
I get around north too. But
Yeah, my bad.
Let's
Uptown. It is
let
a
them know
different.
what it is.
It is a different.
I don't want nobody from up top. Like, oh man, he said he was from north.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
man.
there
Shout
you
out
go.
north though. North
Shout
my
out
peoples.
North.
I love north.
Yes, sir. But being a rapper from uptown, man.
No doubt, yeah.
I know it's been hard, right? It's
Yeah.
been hard, especially finding opportunities for yourself coming up from where you came up from. See, I know you saw a lot of people kind of leading from the front.
Yeah.
But talk about growing up in the area you grew up in,
Yeah.
some of the trials and tribulations you went on the way.
Yeah.
And then how did you get to know about Freeway and Freedom? How were you introduced to Freeway and Freedom Thinkers Academy?
Okay. Well, you know, like I said, man, you know, I'm from uptown. Shout out uptown, backside to be exact, Mount Airy, but shout out the whole town, Somerville, West Oak Lane, you know what I mean, Dogtown, you know what I mean, everywhere in between, top side, bottom side, man, I'm in the building, what's up?
Yeah.
But, you know, growing up uptown, man, to me, was always special, man, you know what I mean, uptown, we got our own, you know, way of life, our own lingo, our own bop, our own way that we move, you know what I mean, and some would think uptown is like, you know, how can I say this? A better part of the city because
Right.
you know we got lawns or driveways and trees. So
Right.
that was one thing that we had to go through right there. You know what I'm saying? Just going through that, and you know people thinking like, you know, you say you come from uptown, it's like you got it made in the shade when really you don't. You know what I mean?
Whenever I hear uptown, that's what I think.
You know, a lot of my friends that I grew up with in my era, you know what I'm saying? I was the only one in my crew that had, you know, access to both my parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I still went through the hardships at home. Mama
That's a big
still
deal,
had to
man.
struggle, and you know, we still might have came home to a eviction notice or a lights out, water ain't on, stuff like that going on. You know, and but you still from uptown, it's like the both sides of the fence effect. It's like the, you know what I mean? The two-sided mirror, two-edged sword, because it's like, you know, I'm getting to see all these beautiful things.
Right.
But, you know, then, you know what I'm saying, once I'm out off of the step into the world, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And the
you,
ugly.
you feel me?
Yes,
So
yes, sir.
you learn you got to learn to adapt, or, you know what I mean, concede. You got to either adapt or you become food. You know what I'm saying? But uptown is a legendary place. You know, right around the corner, Patti LaBelle had a crib around the corner from my crib. You know what I'm saying? I lived down the street from one of the stylistics. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? A legendary coach, John Chaney, lived up there. You know what I'm saying? 20 minutes out into the county, 10, 15 minutes out into the county, you had Bill Cosby crib. You know what I'm saying? So,
being surrounded. by
yeah,
that, man,
you know what I
it's
mean?
crazy.
So that was dope. And, you know, that stigma about uptown being, you know, this super duper fly place, which it is. You know what I mean? I just carry it out. We carry it. We do get fly. But being around that stigma and being an artist from there, it's like you had to go extra hard. You know what I mean? That gave me my edge. Like,
Yeah.
oh, all right, you think it's sweet. You think
that's
I'm about
crazy.
to come on my fly Diddy talk all these bars and you gonna get this work. So
Right. It's crazy to think that you've been surrounded by greatness your whole life.
yeah,
man.
no doubt.
And
No doubt.
just to let everybody know out there,
No doubt.
if you are surrounded by greatness, guess what? You got to go 10 times harder.
Mhm.
I'm telling you. Because think about it. You uptown.
No doubt.
You around celebs who got a name for themselves, right? Shout out to Keith from up the block, too.
Keith from up the block.
What's up, Keith from up the block?
Uptown legend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uptown legend.
But I think about what you just said and being surrounded by all those prominent figures in Philadelphia and just you creating a name for yourself, man. The second part of that question, and this is what I'm curious about, is coming up from that, moving into how did you move into, meeting up with Freedom Thinkers Academy or teaming up with Freedom Thinkers Academy in Philadelphia Freeway?
So, back to, the making my bones in the whole rhyming thing. I started rhyming around, like I would say 8 or 9 years old. I was putting the pen to the page.
Yeah.
But not too many people knew. Really nobody knew except one of my best friends. Shout out my brother Buck. I love you, Buck, Leaf Buck. You know what I'm saying? Who pushed me and, kept on me about it because, man, you dope, you nice. And it was, a middle school concert we used to have every year. And I had 2 friends, my man Jay and my man Rich, and we decided to make a little group and enter the concert. You know what I mean? And that was the first time I spit my little bars for a crowd on the stage. You know what I'm saying? In front of people. And the reaction I got, it was like a high. You know what I'm saying? But it was always there. Like my sister, who's 10 years older than me, she always had a crazy hip hop collection in her room. And me being a nosy little brother, I would go into her room and go through her CDs and, the Big Daddy Kanes and the LLs and the Bigs, the Pops, and this is my introduction to like, this is what I'm listening to while I'm writing and sharpening my sword. And then, my mom being a typical Philly mother, North Philly, born and raised where she was from, around the holidays, she got the music playing. Yeah. She got the Patty playing and all and the Gamble and Huff and the Whitehead Brothers and OJs
the Al
and
Green.
that sound of Philadelphia, that Motown sound. So that was there. And a crazy story is, my grandmother died in, I think 9798. I'm coming out of 8th grade. In her will, she left me all her musical instruments.
Wow.
A piano, a saxophone, a guitar, drums, flutes, all types of violins. And didn't even know I was interested in music.
She knew.
She knew.
She had, she knew.
She knew,
For
bro.
sure.
So that was crazy. And then last piece of the puzzle is my father. Got to pay homage to him, who passed away in 2012. He came up from down south in the Black migration. So he grew up in Augusta, Georgia, around James Brown. And, me picking his brain when I'm younger, I came to found out that he had a singer group when he was younger.
Wow.
You know what I mean? When he was in the South. But he came up north, met my mom, had a family, and decided to put his musical dreams on hold and be with his family. So that mixed in with the
shout out Pop.
Shout out Pops, man. And then, to get to my big bro, to get the Freeway, growing up, I always tell him this, which is so crazy that I ended up linking with him and being with Freedom Thinkers and traveling the world with him. State Property first came out, bro. He likes to say that Eve and Beans, they gave him a window and made him feel like that if they make it, I can make it.
Right.
When once me and my era seen State Property and, Free and the Young Guns and Petey and Sparks and O and these guys making it out, Most Wanted and Roscoe P. Cold Chain and Miss Jade and the Figures, Major Figures, once we seen them doing it, it made me feel like, these guys is from the same streets as me.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? If they can make it, I can make it. I can do it. You know what I mean? And, I was nice, so that was a plus. You know what I mean? Like, all right, and I'm nice, I got to do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, just staying at it, working, grinding. linking up with certain different people, and you know, to sum it up, I think it was 2019. Shout out 1122, my guy Kev.
22.
You know what I mean? I was at a show in Atlanta, A3C, and I'm in Atlanta, and I'm opening up for Freeway.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I'm opening up for free. You know what I'm saying? He a headliner, I'm opening up. And of course, I kill my set. I smash my set. I kill it. You know what I mean? So now I'm in fan mode. I'm watching one of my idols do their thing. I'm studying. I'm taking notes. You know what I'm saying? And he do his whole set, and he get to the end of his set, and he ain't do What We Do Is Wrong yet. And then, you know, of course, What We Do Is Wrong is like one of the Philadelphia anthems. No. We're going to say this on my man's show.
Yes, sir.
It is the Philadelphia
It is
anthem.
the Philadelphia
Period.
anthem.
You know what I'm saying? Philly anthem. No, nothing about it. You got Freeway, burns it down. Jay-Z goes off. Beanie Siegel cooks it. Them three is some of the greatest MCs ever. Period.
Ever.
So in my mind, I'm like, dang, man, I hope he do What We Do. I done had a couple shots of Hennessy, a couple drinks. I'm in my zone now. So I'm like, man, I need to hear What We Do. And, you know, I'm screaming it now, like, I need to hear What We Do, because I'm thinking he ready to end this set. And I'm like, man, he ain't do What We Do.
Yeah.
And he look at me and he say, yo, son of 215, come up here and help me out with this joint. Mind you, this our first time meeting. First time meeting this man.
Wow. Yo, let me tell you, my brother actually introduced me to Freeway.
Yeah.
Right? My brother, he's a barber. Shout out to Nadir. Arigel Barbershop on 62nd. And what's that? 62nd and Arch.
Okay.
So shout out to my brother.
I thought you was going uptown with it for a minute. That's why I said ho. All right, yeah.
Arigel Barbershop. Get your hair cut. I'm telling you, my brother the sharpest in the city. But
no doubt.
My brother been rocking with Free since they was in school.
Wow.
That long. I think they went to either East Spencer Miller together somewhere. It was a bad school they went to together.
Yeah.
But I got introduced to Free from my brother, and they've been rocking ever since. And I still think they cool today.
Dope.
So shout out to Philadelphia Freeway. I consider him my longtime brother, man. I really love that guy. His heart is not talked about enough, man. He got the biggest heart I've ever seen out of anybody.
Beanie Siegel, who is
shout out Sieg,
a Philly GOAT. You know what I mean? One of my top 5 dead or alive MCs. He says a lot. Free is one of the strongest guy you know. And he is, man. All the adversities he's been through, the mountains he had to climb, the ups and downs and the pitfalls. I mean, my man lost, both of his kids. You know what I mean?
Man.
Something that I could never want to fathom. I got 2 kids, a son and a daughter, just like him.
It's one of the scariest things in the world, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And to keep going. You know what I mean? Losing his father, to going through the health issues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To keep going, all for the love of the music, for the love of the people, for the love of the city, for y'all. You know what I mean? Just to keep y'all grooving and moving.
Yeah.
That's Iron Man right there, man. That's the man of steel to me, man. That's big bro, man. I do whatever for him, man. Will always appreciate, the Jews and the lessons.
Yes, sir.
And just opening the door for me, man. We got numerous records that's out right now. Go check out Ironic, man.
Yeah.
Go listen to State of Emergency, man.
One of my favorite songs out there.
That's your joint?
What? Listen, at least 4 times a week I'm listening to State of Emergency,
man.
bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro.
When I first heard that joint, I was like, why haven't I heard this?
Yo.
Like, it is amazing. That is a record, in my opinion, that could kill the airwaves, man. Shout out Son of the 215 for putting that together with Philadelphia Freeway, State of Emergency. If you haven't heard that song,
spin that, man.
I'm telling you, go out there, put that joint on play. You're going to play it from that time moving forward. That's a classic to me.
And shout out my man Mozart for whipping up the beat, man.
Yes, sir.
And, that whole session was crazy, man. Free, we reached out to Free, came through. He laced the record. I already had put a verse on there. And then once he laid his verse was so crazy. Son of the 215 in the Bearded Legend. You know what I mean? His verse was so crazy that I'm like, I gotta put another verse on this joint. Like, hold on, we gonna keep banging on them. But and then we got Ironic, which is crazy. The videos out to both of them joints. Me and my sis,
tough too.
Ironic crazy too, man. It's like
too.
This with the Jones, man.
Yeah, those
you know what I mean?
They be hitting.
My
man.
sis, Miss A, I gotta shout her out, man. She got a record called On One, featuring me and Freeway. Go check that out. The video out to that. And I also got a record, not my record, man. Shout out DJ Rabbids Beats, my man Rabbids Beats, the producer. He whipped up something called Street Bangers. You know what I'm saying? Featuring myself, PD Crack, and Philly Freeway.
Ooh. That
and
lineup.
I'm the young guy. I'm the young warrior. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Pete, man. Shout out to PD Crack.
Can you understand what this kid, this little uptown
and you witnessing it, like it's crazy.
Not to mention, I've been around the world on tours with him. You know what I'm saying? Been on tours with Memphis Bleak and then performed with, him and Petey and Beans and all type of places. Ohio, you know what I mean? Baltimore, New York, you know what I mean? Jersey, all over the map. ATL, you know what I mean? Rocking out with the Bearded Legend, man. And you know what I mean? One thing about Free, he'll tell you, like, man, you just got to have a good heart. Anybody can be hot, you know what I'm saying? But your energy and your heart got to be right. So I take pride in that, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my dog, man. That's forever my guy, man. Freedom Thinkers Academy. Log on. Tap into everything we got going on, man. Music, health, education, culture, man. That's what we doing.
Not only that, y'all got to get some of that merch.
And y'all got to cop up on the flavors.
I'm telling you, Free got this jacket, bro, that I saw.
Flavors, man.
That joint was
flavors, man.
That Route 76 jacket.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Respect line, man. You know what I mean? My man Jay over there, man, doing his thing, man. And that was for the 20th, I believe, the 20th anniversary, which we just sold out at the Fillmore.
Yes, sir.
He brought the whole Philly out. You know what I mean?
It was crazy.
I was there. I performed. Jadakiss, Beans, the whole state prop. It was legendary, man. The building was sold out, man. But yeah, we got the merch out too, man. I ain't got no flavors on the day. I just got the FTA piece on the day, man. My OG blessed me with, man. So,
but guess what? No matter what, you still repping.
I'm standing, man. I'm here.
So we got all that out the way.
Yeah.
We got to get to our city.
Let's talk about it. That's my favorite topic.
We gotta get to our city, man.
My favorite topic.
Because a lot of what goes on now in the city, of course, we hear about the gun violence, and yes, it is a real thing, man. It is a real thing, and we gotta find a way to slow it down.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible to completely stop because it's been going on since the beginning of the time.
Yeah.
But we gotta find a way to slow it down.
Yeah.
Our city has so much stuff to get, has so much opportunity here, man. Has so much, like you said,
legendary.
It's all right. I got to be careful so I don't start crying.
No, man.
It's a shame. It's a shame. I grew up down 46th Street. Projects. Shout out to 46th Street 46. Y'all know. But
shout out to Spores.
I don't understand how we got to a point where people started talking about. They stopped talking about brotherly love, start talking about brotherly shove. You know what I mean? And what they call it, they say city of the something. I forget what they call it, but it's a shame what I'm hearing about the city. And then Pennsylvania, yeah, that's the one. But we think about our city and these narratives, and the more we say it, guess what? The more other people on the outside is going to say it.
No doubt.
Right? So these narratives that we keep pushing as if it's a good thing, right? Like we say Pennsylvania as if, I live in Pennsylvania, you know what I mean? Slow down, y'all. Like perception is king. When you put a perception out there of something, you're going to get that right back. So if this is what we being called, guess what? We got to live up to that moniker.
Revolving doors, man. You get back what you put in, man. So
let's talk about our city, man, because it saddens me when I hear that we ain't about nothing no more. Gentrification. We was just talking about the gentrification is taking over the city of Philadelphia.
Yes, it has.
A lot is going on, man. So how do you feel about the state of Philadelphia right now?
Man, you got the right cat up here today, man. First of all, man, my name is Son of the 215. So that tell you exactly where I'm coming from with it,
Yeah.
man. My brand, everything I'm pushing about the music, what I believe in, what I'm the message I'm trying to send is, you know, I'm selling. I tell people all the time, I'm selling the Philadelphia experience, man.
Yes.
So
And you can hear it in the music, by the way.
you know what I mean? Don't ever get it twisted, man. You know what I mean? I'm, you know, just so happens that the way I grew up and the era I came up in, I had to be street smart. I had to learn the ways of the streets. So, you know what I mean? My music is catered towards the streets because, you know what I mean? That's my culture, but it ain't about the destruction and destroying of the streets. You know what I mean? If I tell you about something that might have happened, a death or a robbery or a shooting, 9 times out of 10 it's negative.
Yeah.
If I'm telling the kids these stories, I'm trying to let them know it's not going to be no good endings. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no getting out of that to a rainbow and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sunshines and butterflies. You feel me? You know what I mean? Philadelphia is a great place, man.
Unbelievable place.
I think we the 5th biggest city, man. And like if you really dive into it and really do your research, even with hip hop, you know what I mean? Think about it. Music in general, man. Do your research. Look around, man. The industry. Go as far back as you can. You will always find somebody, some forms, some person, some niche of Philadelphia in there.
Right.
Yeah, no matter where you go.
Everywhere, bro.
We contributed to it. Even back, I give you one era. Take it back to the beginning of hip hop. It was a label here called Pop Art. And when Cool C and Steady B and them guys was running around, y'all might not even have known that Biz Markie and Roxanne Shante and them was signed to a Philly label first.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
That NY people had to come down here and get their deals, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've been overshadowed in just that department for a long time.
Yeah.
But it's so many other beautiful things. It's the home of the most murals in the world.
Art here is unbelievable.
Our art form.
Every street corner.
It's crazy.
Every street corner has a mural on it. And every street corner that has a mural has a message tied to that mural. So it's not just about the paintings. Like it's this mural that I just happen to love.
Yeah, I got so many, man, that I love in the city, man.
One of my favorite murals has somebody from 60th Street, an older lady. She's actually carrying a baby, and it's a bunch of other kids surrounding her. And she was a block captain. Shout out to Easy the block captain. I gotta say that.
Shout out Easy, man.
But that mural,
crazy.
That mural, it paints a picture for me because my mother was like that.
Crazy, man.
My mother was like
crazy.
Sorry to cut you off. I had
one of my favorites is Doc J.
Yes, sir.
Doc J mural. Will Smith is one of my new favorite murals.
With the Jordans.
Yo, man. So many, man. And our food, like we said, our arts, our music culture, our women.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
The way we carry it, the fellas,
the way we talk,
our sports teams, our lingo, the way we talk. You could tell that we from Philly. Anywhere we go in the world, you will know a Philly person just by the way we talk, by the way we might say water ice or you drawing or John. You know what I'm saying? They know it's us, man.
Right.
So I'm saying that to say, I mean, I can't tell these artists what to do. I could try to lead by example. Why tear that down?
Right.
Why tear that down?
Right.
Why not build that up?
I feel like even there was a glory day in my opinion.
Oh no doubt. I know it was.
Yeah, with hip hop, right? And my glory day, my personal glory day was when State Prop was out.
That's a great era.
That era, like it seemed like every week a new hot track.
That's a great era.
A new hot track was coming out. And
AI was running around.
AI was doing
Donovan
his thing,
McNabb.
Yes,
I mean, the city was on fire.
The city was on fire.
That's like what, 2009, 2000, 01, 02, 03?
That's 01, 02, 03.
I was coming out of high school.
Until about 2005.
So imagine how I felt. I'm in high school. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, I can't wait to get outside.
Remember the playoff run, the Sixers playoff run? It was crazy.
Remember. Shout out my brother Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
Philly legend.
Cole.
A lot of people forget that. Yeah, he played for LA all them years, but Cole made his bones here, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He made his bones in Philadelphia, man.
Yes, sir.
Even down the films that's about us. Rocky,
Yo,
one of the greatest films ever.
one of my most prideful moments. One of my most prideful moments, y'all might not think about it, but I think about it, was Paper Soldiers.
Great movie. That's
Yo, I'm
cult
telling
classic,
you.
man.
I'm telling you. The reason why is not only did it have, and most people like Kevin Hart. Sieg was in that joint, and he played a major
That's why I'm
role.
laughing, man, because I called him Stu the other day, man. we was doing the show out rep in PA, man, and it was me, Free, Sieg, couple other people. It was dope, by the way, too, man. But
Right.
Sieg still, when he get in his bully bag, man, I call him, Dad, I say you in your stew bag. You in your stew bag.
Shout out B's,
Sieg.
man. We in South Philly right now,
No
too.
doubt, SP, man. You know what I mean? Home of B Mac, man.
Yeah.
But
I got a couple more questions to you, for you, right?
no doubt.
So the All About You podcast is
Yeah.
about spreading positivity, right?
Yeah.
And making sure that we are shining a bright light on not only Philadelphia, but just our surrounding areas. Because, the surrounding areas got a lot to do with Philadelphia culture too. So I don't want to leave that out. But my question, and I'm gonna be quiet on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, if you could change one thing about the narrative, not about the city, about the narrative, what would it be?
Great question, man. I got a great answer, man. And because I got to stick to my field, which is music. A lot of people, you know what I mean, and I'm not coming at them for saying this, it's definitely a good thing to be known for. A lot of people say, oh man, Philly got the hottest rappers, and which we do, in my opinion. I'm one of them. You're looking at one of them. You know what I mean? But
I'm biased, man.
You feel me?
I'm very biased.
I feel like I don't feel like nobody, you know what I mean, could touch us on the mic. You know what I mean? That's just that. You know what I mean? And some of the greats have said that about us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To back it to the point where Big was coming down doing records with Trey Lee and signing Charlie Baltimore. And
We changed the sound
Kiss
of
said
music,
it.
man.
You know what I mean? But they say we the hottest rappers. And it take a Philadelphian to know that we so much more than that.
Right.
When you think of New York, they dubbed them, I guess what, New York boom bap. Now they got New York drill.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Chicago is drill. And you know what I mean? LA was the gangster rap rag, which my man Schoolie D probably invented, if y'all really want to do your research.
Go back.
You know what I'm saying? But West Coast music and the Bay Area and Hyphy, everywhere got their own little subgenres and this and that. And when it's Philly, it's just like, yo, Philly got the hottest rappers. Or Philly neo soul scene is dope.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, we much more than that.
Yes.
We a whole culture. We a whole genre, man.
Talk about it.
We help build this entertainment industry up just like any other one of the major cities, man. You know what I mean? And that's what this whole Son of the 215 thing is about. You know what I mean? I felt like it was time for an artist to come and say, yo, listen, man. And there's other artists that's doing it too, no doubt. But, you know what I mean? I chose to put it in my name and put it on my back, man. You know what I mean? We Philly, man. We ain't got to go nowhere to make it. We gonna hit the road and spread the Philly word and Philly experience, but we can bring everybody right here.
Yeah.
Just like back in the day when you had the sound of Philadelphia and you had Michael Jackson saying, man, I had to come to Philly to make this album to work with Gamble and Huff.
Yep. Yo, I went to an Eric Benet concert. Eric Benet talked about how so we was downtown at the winery, City Winery on Filbert Street.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, 2 blocks up. And he spent the whole segment talking about this.
Yeah.
2 blocks up, he had to record. And the approval had to come from the labels down here.
Come on, man. You know how many hits come out of
crazy.
Philadelphia? You know how many people are behind hits that come from Philadelphia that are from here? Or how many artists that came here to catch a vibe, to feel the groove, to
know your city, man.
You know what I mean?
Know your
that's
city.
what y'all need to be talking about. But that's what I am talking about, man. So I say that to say, man, anybody out there hating on me, man, you hating on yourself, you hating on Philadelphia, man, because that's what I'm selling, man.
Listen.
It's us, 215th, man. FTA, EQ Distro, man.
Let me tell y'all.
New Philly.
Let me tell y'all. When it comes to people keeping their word, right? There's something that has to be said for that.
Yeah.
You keep your word, bro.
No doubt.
So for anybody, if I hear anybody say anything negative about you,
No
I've never
doubt.
seen it.
No doubt.
So I'm not letting that happen.
No doubt.
And it's this, you can tell the crowd you hang with.
Yeah.
Based on how the circle is. You know what I mean? Because Freeway is the same way.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Free is the same way. If he says he's going to do something, guess
Yeah.
what? He going to do it.
And I gotta address something too, man.
Yeah.
A lot of, and this is, it ain't that negative, but it got to be addressed. A lot of people is like, yo, well, son, do you feel like you putting yourself in a box by saying son of the 215? And I tell them, nah, man, I feel like I'm opening the box, if anything, because like you just said, you just brought up my big bro. He's a prime example. Philadelphia Freeway.
Yeah.
Will Smith had a whole show about a kid from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That left the trenches to go live with his rich aunt and
Crazy.
uncle, and it went how many seasons?
Crazy. I think it was like 9 or 10
He
seasons,
changed the
wasn't it?
game with that. One of the best sitcoms
And it got
ever.
rebooted.
And it got rebooted. And then you got other artists around the world doing it. Look at Lil Shorty from the City Girls. What's her name? Young Miami.
Yeah. Young Miami, yeah. I forgot her name.
So
That's
I
crazy.
ain't put myself in no box. I'm opening the box up. I'm inviting y'all into our world, life as we see it. You know what I mean? The Philly way, man. It's a new Philly, man. We need everybody to get on board. Let's work together. Let's get the city popping. Support my bro, man. Support
sir.
this podcast.
All
man.
About You
Tap
podcast.
in. Let's get
Let's
this
go.
joint to 1,000, 100,000, 1 million
We
views,
gotta get
man.
it up
You
there.
feel me? Because
I
he
appreciate
putting
that.
on for the city right now, man.
Yes, sir.
He came and got one of the nicest artists out right now that's doing they thing and got me to come sit down and chop it up with him, and I appreciate that.
Oh, for
bro.
sure,
You know
man.
what I mean,
For sure. And
you're a real one for that.
I'm killing this mic right now.
Oh man, it's sorry, baby.
So,
you know we
but
had.
I gotta tell you, man. One
Yeah.
of the best experiences I got was when I first saw you, and it wasn't even at a concert. It wasn't at I'll pause for a second. My bad, Zach. All right. So one of the best experiences I got was not at a concert.
Yeah.
It wasn't at an event. I think the first time I met you,
Yeah.
I met you at which studio was that? Down I forget the name of the studio. I shouldn't, because they're gonna kick my butt for
Was it 1122?
not 11. It wasn't 1122. It was
yeah.
ooh, Daryl,
Where it's at?
you know where it's at, bro.
You know where it's at.
All right, we gonna get back to that.
Yeah. We'll get back to where it's at.
I'm gonna kill myself for thinking. But all right, but when I met you, man,
Yeah.
it was just a straight high.
Yeah.
That's it. It was, you ain't know me
Yeah.
from a can of paint.
Yeah.
It was the people you was affiliated with. We got
Yeah.
introduced, and you was like, "Yo, whatever you need, bro."
That's
let
how
me
I
know.
am, man.
And I'm like, "Yo, I never even had a conversation with you.
Yeah.
I never met you. It was just
That's my energy,
all
man.
love,
That's
straight
my
from
energy,
the back."
man.
So in my head, I'm like, "Yo, that's the energy I want to be around." Now, I am going to say this, and I know it's a positive show,
Yeah.
but anybody who has positive energy, they attract negative people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that again.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that has positive energy, they attract negative people. And you gotta protect, if you are one of those positive people, you gotta protect your energy.
Yo, that's
because,
so deep, man.
Because
That's
what
deep.
people are gonna do is they're gonna become leeches. When they go through something in their life, they're gonna say, "Yo, I need to tag in with Son of the 215. I need to tag in with Daryl, because that's the only way I can get some positive energy." And then they're gonna start to bring negative stuff into your life.
And to tag into what my man's saying too,
Yeah.
in this game that we playing,
Yeah.
this podcast lane he
Yeah.
in, this music lane I'm
Yeah.
in, you gotta have the right people around you, man.
100%.
You have to have the right people around you, man. Don't have nobody around you that you can't really tell if they want to see you win or not. Because
Right.
some people will be in the bleachers clapping for you, but really in their mind they plotting on your downfall. They waiting for you to trip up and stumble and lose out here. So run your race, man.
Yeah.
Don't be looking to the side, worrying about what the next man is doing, because that's how you trip yourself up and fall, man.
Wow.
Grab the baton and keep moving, but keep the right people around you, man. Like my man is saying, when that negative energy come, get it away from you
Yes.
ASAP, man.
Yes.
ASAP, man. You know what I mean?
You gotta do it. Now, unfortunately, we've come to the end of the show.
Oh man, we was vibing. Man.
We was
We
vibing.
was vibing.
But I will tell you this, man. This is not going to be the only time Son of the 215 is going to be
Hey,
on
man.
the
My
All
man.
About You
That's my
podcast.
bro, anything he need, he got it, man.
Here's the message for today. If you are around people who are bringing you down, right? They are there for a reason. Number one, they could be there to push you. Number two, they could be there just to show you how crazy of an individual they are and the fact that you got to gain strength to remove those people out of your life. And number three, if you have anybody that is positive around you, don't allow them to be the only positive person. You become an even brighter light because they're going to need you more than you need them. So that's my word of the day. So that being said, we're going to get out of here. Peace, love, boom. Yeah. We out. Son of the 215. Let's go.
New Philly.
I want to give a huge thank you to Capital MD. Capital MD is one of the best tax preparation companies out there. Number one, I have a personal relationship with Capital MD. They have done everything I've needed them to do at a timely manner and made sure that I was on top of the world when it came to them doing my taxes. But let me tell you, that's not all they do. They do a couple different things. One of my favorite things that they do, because they're going to help me out with this, is they do tax preparation. We talked about that, but they do business funding. So if you have your own business out there, you got to make sure you tap into Capital MD because they're going to help you gain funding for your business. Not only that, they help you get your business in order. What do I mean? They help you structure every part of your business, from the paperwork to the money to the employees. Anything you need, Capital MD will make sure you're all set. Shout out to Rasan Weaver. I'm going to make sure that his information is linked in the bio, not only in the bio, but you're going to get it at the bottom of the screen somewhere around here. And we're going to make sure that we take Capital MD to the top of the world. Capital MD does have a tagline, and it's "Your money deserves royal treatment." And we're going to make sure we take them to another level. Let's go. Shout out to Sounds Like Soma. Gotta shout out my man, Zach. He shows me so much love, and I'm out this joint. Tag into the next podcast. We out.